Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start today's morning show. Alright, so Sky Sports gonna bust our bubbles, gonna let us know say RB Leipzig are pushing for Benjamin Sesko's replacement ahead of his potential exit because for them to pursue this player, it's obvious that Sesko is going to be leaving. But the question becomes: is he going to be leaving to join Arsenal? Although now Arsenal be like the realistic destination, people will pursue him, and the player is sold on our project. So when you add 1+2, it gives you Arsenal. So when you look at the fact, I first see this report for Transfer News Live where they say RB Leipzig are preparing for the departure of Benjamin Sesko. They are making a significant offer to sign Brazilian striker Romelu, who plays for Super League Gotespi, and they're going to give attribution to Sacha Tavioleri, who is one of the Sky Sports reporters. So I can't go search a page. So I can't see where such a talk. I'm say RB Leipzig now pushing on Romelu. Ravensburg's management considers Gotespi striker as first target if Benjamin Sesko leaves the club. Now, talks are already on the way with the player side, and the Brazilian striker are already keen, like in the one move to RB Leipzig. So all things being equal, I see this deal happening. Then Sesko will leave. Now, because they think say, because we don't know what is happening behind the scenes, so I can't like speculate say, she RB Leipzig does now say until they get a replacement before the player can leave. Like I don't know what is happening. But at least say then they find replacement is a good sign. Even though we don't know what is going on. For me, I think it's a good sign. It shows yes, they are preparing for the guy's exits. They know saying we exit. But at the end of the day, something has to give. Like I said yesterday, it could be a long game. You get a waiting game. Everybody gonna look, okay, where this one go move, okay, move man. Just like pieces of puzzle. More just to watch. Anyway, the thing they go Shola, I think I'm gonna let you know. No. All right, so today is also the birthday of the wife of one of our community members, Madam Omolola Jacobs. So the husband, Oga Oluwatosin Akpelagon Jacobs. So Baba Samuku celebrating wife. So Madam, we wish you all the best since life has to offer. Success and prosperity will be your portion in Jesus' name. And inshallah. Amen. So have a great day. All right, so away from that, now Transfer News Live. Can they like dissect and analyze the amount of money clubs have invested in signing strikers and wingers, like for forward position since 2020. Now, this 2020, because they put for inside the report, I know that because of Ateta they put that report. You get okay, no be the story I want giving us. Okay, make I give you, so I'll still bring that one. But this particular story is about Juventus wanted to sell about 8 players to fund Gyökeres move. So they won't buy Gyökeres and they don't get money, so they have to sell all these plenty players. Well, the thing is, if I be Gyökeres, I don't think I will even consider these people at all. I don't think I will consider them because when I don't get money, so what's the point? What I want to do? What's the magic? I want to happen. You know how long it will take for them to sell all these players? For me, it doesn't make any sense. So that's just why I see them. Later on, I will get that names of the list of players and wingers, so they say teams signed, yeah, because it was crazy when I really saw it. All right, this is it. Now they say most money spent on strikers and wingers since 2020. Chelsea. Now, what that 2020? I don't know that because of Ateta. They mentioned that 2020. Why they look at and go since 1990? Why we saying that 2020 gone? So I think because of Ateta. But let's proceed. Now, if you look at the top 10 teams that have invested globally, like major leagues, you will see Arsenal even the top 10. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea has spent 803 million to sign 21 signings only for the forward department. Say number 9 and the wingers. They've spent 803 million. PSG, they've brought in 17 signings. Player they come, player they go, player they come, player they go. 17 signings, 476 million. Man City 11 signings, 417 million. So like that, even Manchester United, even Aston Villa are going to spend more than us in that position. Look at Bayern, look at Atletico Madrid, look at Benfica. Arsenal no follow. Now, because we dey rely on Bukayo Saka, we dey rely on Martinelli, maybe I go say we dey fear to upgrade them, or we dey feel say next season go better, they go grow. But now, you see say now we wan start to dey spend, although the spending we never still see am, but it is still early days. Yeah, so I say make I still show. I mean, I know say like the owners, because I was seeing one comment say somebody talk say we need to, the Kroenkes need to be held accountable, because if it's about money, look at the amount all these people don't spend. Now all this money then bring them their successes. So when are they ready to spend that money? Look at what Chelsea have done. 800, and we don't talk about midfield though, we don't talk about defense, so only the forward area, 800 and something million. I go tell you say between that 2020 till now, Arteta never spend up to this kind of amount in everything we spend. Never spend up to that 803 million. But look at only Chelsea only forward. Now if you can calculate Chelsea spending, both midfield or both defense, so everything since that 2020, you go run now. You go dey 1 point something billion. You never ever enter 2 billion. Yeah, so that's just the way it is. Just know how to leverage all the loopholes in the EPL. Now we want to get some more other stories about the defensive recruitments where Arsenal defined. Now, central defender to support Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba is a signing Mikel Arteta would be happy to make. Maguire, we don't hear this thing before. Maguire in a person in the fine. Although now whether the guy will be like go dey bench behind the likes of Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, that's something nobody knows. No know what's there for Maguire in mind, because Lucas yourself the portion and Tottenham was for the portion. So how it go be? Now away from that, we come here say Arsenal also come dey reason Saudi Arabia, because they come here say Aymeric Laporte talk say he wan leave Saudi Arabia. So football transfers 442. So many media houses are posting this particular story this morning that Arsenal have made a shock move for Saudi Arabian star Aymeric Laporte, and you know say Mikel Arteta get very very good relationship with this player. Therefore, it will make sense make Arteta go reason the guy. Now, Arsenal have made a shock move for former Man City defender Aymeric Laporte, and you know Arteta get good relationship. Like I said, when you read the entirety of this particular report, you will see Laporte back to Europe. Arsenal have been told to sign Laporte, that they want to sign him, they will pay a transfer fee. They're going to sign the market for a centre back this summer as there are doubts over some of their backups, including Jacob Kivior. Arsenal manager is a fan of Laporte, haven't worked with him at Man City under Pep Guardiola. Now, Arsenal are not the only clubs interested in this guy. They're not the only club. Atletico Bilbao, they there, Marseille, Inter Milan, Aston Villa, all of them don't contact the players' representatives already. You get. So the guy did 31 is at his peak. You get. So why would he leave there to come and join Arsenal, sit on the bench? Because I am saying they prepare for World Cup. So you want to go where we say you go to play regularly, and where the like competition they fierce, like competitive football. Saudi Arabia no competition there now. What will be the strikers when they meet? How many of them be world class? So compared to when you play for the Premier League level, you say they will test your resolve. So and another way they push Arsenal to go for this kind of player, and the fact say when you want to go for Maguire like the guy in a high potential. That person say no would like to go stay for bench. He would like to play regularly, because everybody they try to play well so that Thomas Tuchel will invite them if na England level. So that's the way everything they go. So not just watch any way they go, Shola. I will let you know get the updates. Now let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mike Ken. Mega Resources Limited. They are dealers on all kinds of all genuine BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover, Range Rover, Rolls-Royce, Mini Cooper, Jaguar spare parts and car accessories, and also Castrol lubricants. So whether a wholesale or retail, you won't buy, the deliver nationwide, and their delivery cost is very, very affordable. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on 080-3613-5075 or 090-994-33390, and they are located at Suites A3 and A4, ground floor, NB Plaza, Gunu District, Garki, Abuja, Nigeria. So if you're interested in any of their products, do give them a call. Now, I don't know whether on a day I will say Granit Xhaka won't leave by Leverkusen. He wants to go and join AC Milan on a 2-year deal. AC Milan must agree a fee with Bayer Leverkusen. The deal could be done as early as today. Yes. Now, you see, monopoly no good. Look at what is happening in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen came from nowhere, challenge the status quo. Now, Bayer Leverkusen don't turn ShopRite. They collect their manager. They collect their best midfielder. They collect their best right back. We see the reason someone collect that place. Everybody just go to select. Then check and one come out. Victor Boniface said one find square root. Before you know that they go turn shit backer. They don't know what they do again. Bayern Munich go control that monopoly. They win, they go. If any other team rise up from nowhere, come challenge, everybody go there, select. That's how they go die. Look at what happened to Girona after they challenge Bayern, Barca and Real Madrid. For that season, I think they knocked Barca home and away or thereabouts. Season end, everybody go there, ShopRite, back. Man City collect Salvio. This one collect, they collect Dubvik. You know, let's come and collect that. I don't even know where that one goes. Before you know, there's Shalaski. You know good though. You know good. But it is what it is. Look at Bournemouth. They challenge everybody for the EPA. You know how many big things Bournemouth did stop last season? Madrid don't go there select. Liverpool say don't go there go collect. Milo Kerkes. As I said, they go there. The reason 1 or 2. This one will say Semenyo. As the next season, they go turn shit packer. Well, it is what it is at the normal level. All right. Away from that. So Ricardo Calafiori, based on the interest of AC Milan, so back on the confirm say, I think they like they saying they're very, very happy at Arsenal. You get saying no get any plans to go anywhere. He insisted he's happy at Arsenal. At Arsenal, I'm very happy, he said. I always feel good in any position I play in order to help the team. What was missing last season was consistency, and I look to find that consistency next season. Now my prayer for you be that, Baba. If you feel get that consistency, we go there happy with you. No be every AK market day don't enter injury. No go make sense now. Because that's how many people talk say, when they say the guy through injury, because what's the point? We get you, be quality player, but you know they deliver. The one we need you the most you go run away. So the guy see he try the time when I discuss some kind of notable goals. See that Man City goal. The guy he still did well for us, no doubt. So next season we are looking at having a different Ricardo Calafiori. At least you don't use that first season now and the EPL, the pace, the strength, gets so more see what the guy will deliver for us next season. Now, Arsenal and Chelsea have cooled their interest in the pursuit of Nico Williams. Who is saying this? David Ornstein, who's a journalist that works with the Athletic. Now, why did they cool off their interest? Because they've been told that Bayern and Barca have emerged as the plausible destination for the player. If you really want to leave, Barca might be number 1 choice. Second choice is going to be Bayern Munich before any other person gets. So that's why Arsenal, like it on the official, Arsenal come on mind for Nico Williams. And I see some people for social media they argue say Arsenal are rubbish, Arsenal are this. Why Arsenal no sign Nico Williams? See, because the argument out there was Arsenal they talk saying Nico Williams now their priority and the number 1 goal. So why they don't sign up? You need to understand that a player can be your priority, but you are not that player's priority. People now they understand. These are 2 different things. Who you like, no mean say that person will like you back. That's the way it works. The buyout clause of the player, anybody can trigger it. It's very, very cheap. But will you be able to agree personal terms with the player, club to player agreement? That's a no, because the player they give us ridiculous demands because he don't like us. Now when they reach people in like, it's the same mellow. That's what it be. So in this case, I don't think it is fair to blame Arsenal. Some people say, why Arsenal no make offer? They will just offer first. They know they offer like that. You won't go make offer to club maybe say the player, nobody never know whether the player won't join you. Like who does that? Nobody, they don't do deals like that. The thing will happen to Liverpool is Zubimendi. Maybe it will happen. They say Liverpool feel say don't say then we play no issue. They're gonna agree with club. Let the player say no, I beg no. Like there are so many examples. So in this kind of case, the first thing you need to know whether the player is keen to joining you. Even though you know agree personal terms, but have it on record that this player is keen, is interested to joining you. Say okay, personal terms no go be issue. Don't be say you never agree. So all those people they push that narrative. But this one thing, people in the West and they'll carry Ateta. You see this transfer window, I don't think Ateta should be held responsible. But Ateta they pay money, you get. I don't have to say okay, see the person. No, but Ateta they pay money, you get. So paying money, Bertha go follow talk, you get. Then the owners they will reason say alpha. See the amount to can we afford it? The owner go say, "Omo, this one too much. I don't fit afford am. Abeg, find another." So we don't know what they go on behind the scenes. So, but we can only speculate. So abeg, let's proceed. Now, away from that, all right. So on top of a new striker, so Arsenal would like to strengthen their squad with a new wide player. So David Ornstein also they talk within media, the Athletic. Now they call confirm say Rodrigo is of interest, although a deal is unlikely to come cheap, and that could present a challenge. Now domestically, Antonio Gordon is another player that Arsenal really admire, and nobody Arsenal admire him. Liverpool said they admire him. Newcastle don't tell Liverpool make them 300 million. Okay, so anything Newcastle they no want sell. The only thing they can do is give you a ridiculous demand to chase you away. So make us just go find another person. Maybe they're not going to use Gordon as excuse. Now Sky Sports they can analyze Henry Winter, will be one of the pundits there. Going to question why Arsenal are taking so long to sign a striker this summer. Now Winter can they explain say before this season end, Arsenal already knew their problems. So they're supposed to make proactive measures on how to fix them. Not be say go wait see the day window go open because they make moves. No, they're supposed to make moves since they identify the targets. So that once the season closes, you run them. The way Liverpool run their own. So him not really understand why they go like that. Even so when you watch Charles Watt's podcast of this morning, before I came live, Charles Watt was even saying the same thing that Arsenal are moving slowly. They are moving very, very slowly. Although at the end of the day, Watt's going to confirm say it is still early days though. You get say in the scene from the fans POV that Arsenal are running slowly, but it is still early days. Some will calm down. You get say they say time still there. You get and another thing they say, Baba can explain say this Gyökeres and Sesko, you know if you sign two of them because number one, if you say you won't sign Sesko after you sign and finish, Gyökeres no will ever join you. If you say you want sign Gyökeres first, after I sign and finish, Sesko no will ever join you because you go really say how you want play us. Okay, make a consider for bench. Say there is no way in this particular transfer window as sign two top out and out striker. It's not possible. Say it's not possible, and I tend to agree with him that it's not possible. So there's no way sign two confirm out and out. So we can sign maybe a Gyökeres or a Sesko and combine him with Oli Watkins or combine it with somebody else. We no go call a demand for first level. Oli Watkins can settle for a place on the bench for Arsenal, like second choice. You get at some point in Aston Villa, John Duran know the bench Oli Watkins. So he go fit settle for a place here because after all, go dey exposed to Champions League, exposed to so many things regularly, title contention, something he will not enjoy over there at Aston Villa. So these are some of the arguments, and I tend to agree with him. You can say you know go dey like you know go make any sense again. And don't forget that according to so I will still have the likes of Gabriel Jesus go recover and join the team, but he doesn't think Arsenal will sell him. We see there Kai Havertz, wey be say Euro na number 9, even though na false 9, he still dey there. He will still be there in the grand scheme of things. So you know possible. Even though we don't want people like Gabriel Jesus, people like Kai Havertz, but they feel no fit face them out this season. But I want to, like for me, I believe by next season, some people will dey and no go dey again. Na gradual process. We will send them out. All right, let's give you another message from another of our sponsors, Mobile Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, do give them a call. Now, before I did this recording, Fabrizio Romano Campo, this news where this is never reached 30 minutes as of when they do this recording by like after 12. So Baba Kone talk say Real Madrid have been offered the chance to sign Victor Gyökeres, but they rejected that chance. According to the Athletic. Now, when they say according to the Athletic, now according to Mario Cortegana, will be the Athletics correspondent of La Liga, especially that Real Madrid. So Cortegana and I going to explain say they actually offered Real Madrid the chance to sign Gyökeres. They rejected them. Now, when I saw that news, I was like, first, it buttresses the point I was asking that why are top clubs that need a striker, need the number 9, not going for him? With all the mammoth number of goals he's scoring, with the industry machine weighing B, why they need to go for him? Now, when you can't do further research and dig in, because Fabrizio Romano no provide much news, you can find and say, Mario Conte, Ghana Connect, say Real Madrid are combing the markets for a particular type of striker, Joselu type of striker. Now, what type of striker is Joselu? Joselu is like a match winner. They come from bench, not be like first 11 property. You get so Real Madrid get the profile where they look for you to understand that sometimes it's not about goals, back. You need to fit the profile, the system that the manager wants to deploy. I know say fans no go understand this thing because they go say, person dey score 50 something goals. Why not just sign am? Which one be fit profile? But that's just the truth. That's just the truth. We will be fans. We look at from a layman's perspective, but they will be the administrators, the manager. They look at bringing the square pegs and putting them in the square holes, ensuring that they're fit for purpose. Because at the end of the day, there's no room for error. If they make a mistake, now we go still bash them. You get? So, like, I don't really know how. Now, when I saw that deal, two questions came to my mind. Shana Sporting Lisbon offered Gyökeres to Real Madrid, or now Gyökeres agents offered him to Real Madrid. Then when did this happen? Because by the Cortegana say he never to take. So I no can know. Now of recent, after maybe talks don't stop, because Arsenal took a freeze, or Shana before we entered, like I don't really know. Yeah, but we'll just watch it. I think the coming days we'll get some clarity. Now the biggest news of the day. That by the fact say I believe that according to Sky Sports are pushing for Benjamin Sesko's replacements ahead of his potential exit, and one of their reporters, Savio Larry, now put out this report that RB are pushing on Romelu. This Romelu, and they want to say go test space striker and it be their first target. So if Sesko leave, now they want to replace. In fact, talks are already on the way, and the player don't tell them say if they're interested in signing. See, that's why they talk. Player go first tell you say I'm keenly interested. We're going to move. Then never tell you some go make offer. But by negative zero, I go get. So like that's all about 25 things for us to call the show and ends like come your way in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like your mouth, right, guys. Choose.